Okay, we're live. And you see how ridiculous I look. What I've got in this vest is metal. And the reason is because yesterday, when I was sitting here, I had a heart attack. Both my arms froze up. And it took me hours to straighten out my breathing. I was having such bad shortness of breath. And it has happened to me here sitting at the computer time after time after time that I've got all kinds of voice to skull in going on in my head, and I sit down here to do my work and I get shortness of breath. And this has to do with the video that I have put the link on here. Okay. It has to do with being a targeted individual. When you are a targeted individual, you are stalked. Your mail is rifled. When I was in Middletown, in the space of 27 months, the post office lost 7 articles of mail, business mail, correspondence, legal correspondence, insurance correspondence, and bills, okay? At one time, parts were taken off my car. Somebody took a shit right by my car door. I mean, stalking is part of the deal. Rifling your mail is part of the deal. And hitting you with some kind of pulse off your computer while you're sitting at it is part of the deal. And so I sit here looking like an idiot, but it's as close as I can come to a Faraday cage while I'm working on the computer. I'm just organizing files, you know. I'm not robbing a bank or committing sedition or planning any kind of protest or anything. I'm just here, sitting here organizing my files. And day after day after day, I sit here and I get shortness of breath, so I take a walk around, and I have a special pill that helps my blood pressure, and I have to start doing all these remedies. And this is what the deep state has done to people who attempt to talk about what's true. Now, while I was working on my files, there was this conversation, this chat going on, so I can do two things at once. You know, I work on the files a little bit and chat with this guy a little bit. And so I took him as far as he wanted to go. He was a troll. And he tried to argue with me over a space of, what, an hour and a half? That my religious beliefs are wrong and that he's here to reprove me. Well, he didn't get very far even after an hour and a half, you know, because I'm practiced. I'm a troll's troll. I know how to deal with a troll. So, you know, he must have had a room full of people helping him try to get past this old grandma, and it didn't work. But that's all part of the trolling and the part of the stalking and the part of the deep state and what it does to people who are trying to figure out what's true and what's real and what do we do now, because we don't have a lot of actionable options to deal with here. Most of what we're told isn't even so. And so unless you have a real active prayer life, rot's a rut, buddy. You have to be a telepath or an intuitive. You have to have friends or get connected to a community, because things are going on that are weird. And gang stalking of targeted individuals is one of those things that's going on that's weird. It's like living in a house that's haunted, because you feel like they're after me. Well, I don't want to feel like anybody's after me. And so I just take care of myself. But the last couple of days has been extreme. And so I needed to say something about it today. And so that's what's going on. I'm working on files. I'm putting together another book, because I've certainly done a lot of writing in the last 11 years. 11 years on Facebook. Holy cow, have I got content. All right. So I'm still here for you, you agents in the belly of the beast, and I shall continue with God's help. And that's what I have to do, because I don't want my children and grandchildren to live as slaves to a new world commercial maritime admiralty slave state. I just don't want that. So this is how I'm using my time. And thank you for showing up and for caring about these things. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.